श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किकेसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப்போமளவும் வாழ்வு. So this is the last paragraph which we saw earlier. So இப்படி சரணாகதனான விபீஷணான்வானுக்கு அபேட்சிதத்தையும், so as a surrenderer, what does Vibhishana expect from Rama? Then Nivedeta Mam Chipram, these are his words. Please convey my arrival quickly, immediately. So what is the purpose of his addressing the monkeys? Then why Chipram? Why quickly? What is the emergency? என்று அவன் இறந்தபடியே, thus he begged. இறந்தபடியே is this word means begged. He begged. Vibhishana one begged. So we will go to the next page. 158. கடகரான தங்களுக்கு அபேட்சிதத்தையும் மகாராஜர் விண்ணப்பம் செய்ய. Now, as though Lord Rama does not know why Vibhishana has come, it is very humorous to know that Sugriva informs Rama the purpose of Vibhishana, the arrival of Vibhishana. So, Ghatakarana. So, Ghatakaha meaning one who makes people join together. We have Ghataka Shruti in scriptures, which says that both Advaita and Vishishtadvaita are similar. Ghataka Shruti is Jivatma and Paramatma are one, but at the same time there are some differences. We are, of course, Ramanujacharya Sampradaya and Deshika Sampradaya believe in Ghataka Shruti. But they quote also, they also mean correctly Abheda Shruti and Bheda Shruti. So Advaita says Abheda Shruti and Dvaita says Bheda Shruti. They take only two portions of scriptures, whereas all the portions of scriptures are acceptable to Ramanuja Sampradaya. Here that is why the word Ghataka is there. So Ghatakarana Tangalukku Apekshitathayum, Tangalukku to Rama, Apekshitathayum, the wish of, the aim of, the goal of Vibhishana one, Maharaja Sugriva, Vinnapam Seyya, he submitted to Rama, Adadiyaha Piranda, based upon that, Sharanya Manoratha Siddhi Salapadugirathu. Now what is the intention of the protector? So what is in the mind of the protector? Sharanya, protector, Manoratha, desire. So desire in the mind of the protector, Siddhi, success. So success in the mind of the protector. So what is the success? Success is for both. Please remember, Lord is very happy on people surrendering. And he expects them to surrender. They expect the individual souls to surrender. And when it happens, he is very happy. He is very happy on receiving a surrenderer. And he is more happy than the surrenderer himself. because Lord is affectionate towards the individual souls, rather towards the creation, even non-living beings. So here, protector's affection is very vast, very heavy, and therefore we are now finding out the results of Vibhishana Sharanagati. What happens to Vibhishana? What happens to the surrenderer? So we saw already what happened to Sugriva. Sugriva being the surrenderer, his purpose was fulfilled, namely, he got back the kingdom, he got relieved from the trouble of his elder brother Vali, and so on. And Rama's purpose is to get the friendship of Sugriva in order to search for Sita. Of course, Sugriva was only a disguise, because Lord Rama is Lord Vishnu, and therefore he doesn't need the help of Sugriva, but still he acted as though, because as a human being he needed help. Therefore he approached Sugriva. And by approaching Sugriva, Sugriva cannot solve the whole problem. Sugriva cannot win over Ravana and get back Sita for Rama. So that is also there. Therefore, only an intermediate help has been sought by Rama through Sugriva. Now this is this statement in Sanskrit. The last verse in canto number 18 in the Ramayana, in Suddha Kanda. So you find that Tatastu Sugriva Vachaha Nisamya, Vacho Nisamya, Tat Hari Ishwarena. No, that is better. Tatastu Sugriva Vacho Nisamya. I read it again. Tatahatu Sugriva Vachaha Nishamya Tat Hari Ishwarena Abhihitam Nara Ishwaraha Nareshwaraha Vibhishanena Ashu Jagame Sangamam Patatri Rajena Yatha Purandaraha. Now, Tatastu Sugriva Vacho Nishamya. Then Tatahatu, but then Sugriva Vachaha. Sugriva's words, Nishamya, after listening. So after listening to Sugriva's words, Tat then Harishwarena, spoken by the monkey head, Hari Ishwarena. Hari monkey here. Hari also means Lord Vishnu. Harishwarena, by the head of the monkeys, by the leader of the monkeys, Abhihitam said. Tat Abhihitam, that was said. So after listening to the words of Sugriva, the head of monkeys, said by him, so Nareshwaraha, the subject of the sentence, namely the head of the human beings, namely Rama, then what happened? Vibhishanena, by Vibhishana, Ashu Jagame. So, Ashu quickly. So he wanted to join quickly Rama. So he said, Nivedeta Mam Chipram quickly. So Ashu also means quickly. So Jagame, he went. Who went? Jagame is a now passivized verb. So Vibhishana joined Sangamam, the company of Rama. So Vibhishanena Sangamam Jagama. The friendship was made, rather the union was made by Vibhishana. So there is a parallel, there is an example, Upama, as we say, simile. Tamil Uvamai, Patatri Rajena Yatha Purandaraha. Now, I think it refers to an incident once upon a time that while Garuda wanted to take Amritam from heaven, Indra resisted. He refused to budge, refused to accept Garuda's taking away the Amritam, because Vinata, the mother of Garuda, asked him to bring nectar to the world so that all of them will can take part of it. And Amritam was kept under lock and key, kept in under what we call locker, a heavy locker. And Garuda had to fight with Indra. Purandaraha is Indra. Indra was fought with, and then Indra was defeated by Garuda, and he broke the security of the Amritam, the liquid ambrosia, the nectar, and then he took away. And then again, of course, Indra requested him to bring it back, and therefore he brought it back. So Patatri means bird, Raja, king of birds, Patatri Rajena. Then again, after Lord Shivanarayana's intervention, both became friends. So Purandaraha Patatri Rajena Yatha. Yatha as Purandaraha Indra, the leader of gods, Patatri Rajena became friendly with the kite, the carrier of Lord Shivanarayana. So Patatri Rajena. So this is the last verse of the 18th canto. So we go back to the text in page 158. So Tatastu Sugriva Vacho Nisamya Tat Gatakarudayavum. So now Sugriva becomes the Gataka now. Sugriva becomes the Gataka, meaning mediator. So intermediary help. So Gatakarudayavum. So Sharanagatanudayavum. So Sharanagata is Vibhishana Alvan. Siddhir Katil. More than the success of these two people. Meaning, Sugriva became successful in making Rama accept the surrenderer. That is also something curious to understand, because Sugriva is only an instrument in the hands of the Lord. Just like us. We are also instruments in the hands of Lord. So we are not the performers of any action. So Gatakarudayavum, so namely Sugriva, Sharanagatanudayavum, Vibhishana Alvan, Siddhir Katil, more than the success of these two people. Sugriva was successful, Vibhishana Alvan also was successful. That means they could join, rather Vibhishana Alvan could join Rama. So Maharaja Telinde, so Sugriva became clear in thoughts. Vinnapam Seida Periya Varthaye Kettu. No, Rama's happiness knew no bounds. Rama's contentment, rather Rama's eclat was so much because Sugriva understood the intention of Rama. Completely understood. Sugriva completely understood the intention of Rama. Of course, these are all some what we call games of Rama, Leela Vibhuti. And of course, as all of us know, that Sugriva is the son of Surya, and Vali was the son of Indra, and therefore he represents Surya, sun. So sun has got a lot of knowledge, as we know. Sun is wise. Sun has spiritual wisdom. So sun is a teacher for many, especially to Hanuman. So Maharaja Telinde, so Sugriva became clear in his thoughts. Vinnapam Seida Periya Varthaye. When Sugriva submitted his request to Rama, it was very beautiful. So Periya Varthaye. Periya Varthaye meaning very noble utterance, words of Sugriva, by recommending Vibhishana. Periya Varthaye Kettu. So we go to 159. So Kettarulina Pindu. So after receiving the after listening to the words of Sugriva, Rama was too happy. Was too happy. இவர்கள் காட்டித்தர நாம் இப்பேறு பெற்றோம் என்று பெருமாளுக்கு பிறந்த சித்தி விசேஷத்தினுடைய ஏற்றம் இருந்தபடி. As I just now told you, Rama is more affectionate to the creation, especially individual souls, especially here monkeys, especially Sugriva. Apart from his grace, pity, sympathy, mercy on Vibhishana, Sugriva, I mean, Rama is happy that Sugriva became famous by accepting. So, ivargal kattithara meaning, as though, now I am saying again in the disguise of Sugriva, so as though Sugriva only instructed Rama to accept Vibhishana. Previously, Rama did not have, as though he did not have the intention to accept Vibhishana. Only because Sugriva said to him, he accepted Vibhishana. These are all some what we call humorous play of Rama. So, ivargal kattithara, that is, monkeys showed the way. Naam ipperu petrom. So, I am lucky to accept Vibhishana. Now Rama feels that he is fortunate to get Vibhishana as surrenderer, and therefore என்று பெருமாளுக்கு பிறந்த சித்தி விசேஷம். Who is the successful person? Who is highly successful? Rama only. Not Vibhishana or Sugriva or anybody. Sugriva was happy that Rama accepted him. Vibhishana was happy that he was accepted. But who was more happiest? So, in the case of God Almighty, everything is him. Everything is he. So we say highest to supreme, rather omniscient, knows everything, omnipotent, most powerful. We always use the superlative. In this case also, the happiness is also in superlative in case of Rama only. So all merit goes to Rama. So Siddhi Visheshathanuடைய ஏற்றம் இருந்தபடி. Siddhi Vishesham, special success has been obtained by Rama. ஏற்றம் இருந்தபடி. Tataha then. So Shastramum நம்முடைய விரத விசேஷமும் நிற்க. The first word Tataha tu in the verse, page, verse number 39, canto number 18, Yuddhakanda. First word is Tataha. The word Tataha is given meaning here. Tataha generally means then, afterwards. But that is not that's a literal meaning. But more meaningful is the word Tataha. So Shastramum, that means Sharanagati Shastram, namely the policy of protection of the surrenderer, is the highest rule, noblest rule in the scriptures also. So Shastramum, so Tammudeya Vrata Visheshamum. So because of the Charama Shloka, we understand that Rama's vow is to protect all living beings from all living beings. So this policy also is the Vrata Vishesham, extraordinary vow, special vow, Vrata Visheshamum. So now both of them stand in good stead. Both of them are followed. Both of them are followed. So Shastra is supported by Rama, and policy of Rama is in tune with the Shastras, and therefore, so there is no surprise that Vibhishana Alvan has been accepted. But he says, he now gives credit to Sugriva. That is the beauty of Rama's, what we call, Shaushilyam and Saulabhyam. We saw Shaushilyam, and that Shaushilyam reflects here also. Namely, Tamil Neermai. Neermai meaning, the word Shaushilyam in Sanskrit is translated into Tamil as Neermai, meaning non-differentiation of status. Meaning, Vibhishana was a demon, was born as a demon. Sugriva was born as a monkey. But between them, who is responsible for protection of Vibhishana? Sugriva. It is not Vibhishana also. So, இப்பொழுது தோழன்மார் வாக்கியமே, தோழன்மார், Sugriva is a friend now. Sugriva is a friend now. So, தோழன்மார், so we cannot exclude all other monkeys also, because monkeys also are included, because they also agreed to the leader. Because they agreed to the leader, Sugriva, so they must also be counted to get the merits of this friendship of Vibhishana. Namely, so Sharanagata Parigrahatirku Karanam. Rama strongly and in his heart of hearts feels that Sugriva's words carry weight. Sugriva's merit is higher than himself, his own merits. So Thoranmar Vakyame, the intermediary help, what we call Purushakaratvam, the recommendatory words of Sugriva happen to get a lot of merits. So Sharanagata Parigrahatirku, in order to accept the surrenderer, Karanam, cause. The main cause for accepting Vibhishana is because of Sugriva. The cause itself is Sugriva. Sugriva was the main cause of accepting Vibhishana. Endru kai kondaralinar endu taatpari. See, the presentation of Vedanta Deshika is so unique that Rama's feeling is, it is not the Lord that who carries out all activities without recommendation, but with recommendation. Recommendation is more important than his own policy. And Sugriva is so honored. Sugriva is so much respected. And one can always, of course, infer the purpose of praising Sugriva, appreciating Sugriva, namely, Sita's search is yet to be done. And therefore, I am seeking help. So through Sugriva. Rama is seeking help through Sugriva to find out Sita. And therefore, he has to praise Sugriva. Now, we always favor our friends when we need help from our friends. That's it. So Nareshwaraha. Now, why Nareshwaraha? Why Rama is not Rama is mentioned? Name Rama not mentioned. But Nareshwaraha, he is also a leader. He is not only an ordinary leader, extraordinary leader. Why? He was born in Raghuvamsha. So the policy is the family policy. And therefore, Sharanagata Rakshanathirke Mudishudina Raghuvamshathile Piranda Piravi. So he also felt fortunate that he was born in Raghuvamsha. Raghuvamsha meaning the solar race, the race of Raghu, King Raghu. So he is called Raghava. So the name Raghava is now retained with fame. So this is again, so Rama did not feel that he is the only cause of Vibhishana's acceptance. He feels Sugriva is responsible for the success of his policy. And his birth in the race of Raghuvamsha is the reason for the success. Now, who asked him to be born in Raghuvamsha? He also was born in Yaduvamsha in Krishnavatara. He was born to Devaki and Vasudeva in another incarnation. So here, Sharanagata Rakshanathirku Mudishudina Raghuvamshathile. Many kings, especially Raghu, followed the policy of Sharanagata Rakshana, protection of the surrenderer. We all saw the example of Raghu favoring a person to pay the tuition fees to the teacher. 14 crores of gold coins. 14 crores of gold coins. And King Raghu, brought a shower of 14 crores of gold coins through the help of a sage. And therefore, we understand the policy is family policy, race policy. So Mudi Shudina, they became very famous because they became monarchs, emperors, because they followed this policy of protection of the surrenderer. ரகுவம்சத்திலே பிறந்த பிறவி இப்போது நிலை நின்றது. Had he rejected Vibhishana or one, had Rama rejected Vibhishana or one, it would have brought infamy to the race. That's what he felt. So Harishwarena Abhigitam Vibhishanena Sangamam Jagama endru anvayam. So both are passive voice sentence. So Harishwarena Abhigitam, said by the Lord of Monkeys, Vibhishanena Sangamam Jagama, the friendship was got by Vibhishana. என்கிற ஸ்லோகத்திலே in this verse, மகாராஜர் விண்ணப்பம் செய்த King Sugriva, great King Sugriva submitted to Rama. Vibhishanadigaluடைய, he submitted Vibhishana also. He not only submitted the desire of Vibhishana, but he also submitted Vibhishana himself, because Vibhishana was the surrenderer. So he brought Vibhishana to Rama and made him surrender. Already Vibhishana surrendered in the sky, but it's what we call stooge, we say, or in the disguise of Sugriva. Vibhishana came to surrender. So what was his intention? Manoratha Siddhi. Manoratha Siddhi is success of the desire. Whose success? Vibhishana. Vibhishana wants the success of the desire, of his own desire. Now, so what Rama feels now is, again, I have to repeat those words. Rama feels lucky, highly lucky, most lucky, luckiest, most fortunate that Anushangika Palamaha meaning subsidiary fruit or ancillary fruit. That is meaning Anushangika Palam is the fruit, the good result that we get as a what you call fringe benefit, or what we call side effect. So Anushangika Palam. What is Anushangika Palam? Now, please remember bonus, or what you call increment, incentive, whatever you can say. So Anushangika Palam, what is Anushangika Palam is, we know now, we are going to see, but the other main fruit is, main result is Vibhishana's protection. Vibhishana's protection from Ravana. That is more important. So that was the main fruit. So the bonus fruit is Vibhishana Shri Vibhishana Vanode Tamakundana Sheti Tam Peraha Petra. I have to repeat many times these words. That is, Rama felt very lucky. Rama felt he is the luckiest person in the universe because he got friendship with Vibhishana. He got a good devotee, best devotee. Arvan meaning devotee. So Vibhishana is the best devotee in Vibhishana. Just like the 12 apostles of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, 12 Alvargal. So Kurat Alvan we say, Ananta Alvan we say. Ananta is even Ananta Alvan was a name of Acharya. At the same time, Ananta is Adishesha. So Adishesha is the Alvan, Garuda Alvan, Vishwaksena Alvar. So apart from usual Alvars that Lord himself created, whereas Vibhishana Alvar is a peculiar, extraordinary gift for him. As a friend.
ஒரே ஒரு கேள்வி, ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன கேள்வி. இங்க எல்லா பக்தர்களுக்கும் ஆழ்வான்றதுனால இப்ப பக்தர்களே மகாபக்தர் வந்து சிவன்ற மாதிரி வருது இல்லையா? அவருக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஆழ்வார் உண்டா?
நல்ல கேள்வி. அது வந்து நல்ல வேலை சொல்றது இல்ல. தும்பிக்கை ஆழ்வார் சொல்றது உண்டு, ஆனா சிவன் ஆழ்வார் தான் கேட்கிறேன்.
தும்பிக்கை ஆழ்வார் இருக்கு.
ஆமா, முருகா ஆழ்வார் சொல்றது இல்ல. அது தும்பிக்கை ஆழ்வார்னு ஏன் சொல்றோம்னு கேட்டா, சுக்லாம் பரதரம் விஷ்ணு சசிவர்ணம் சதுர்புஜம் பிரசன்னவதனம் தியாயே சர்வ விக்னோபசாந்தையே யாரை குறிக்கிறது அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, who is indicated by this word Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnu? We easily can identify Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnu, Shukla Ambaradharam, one who wears white dress, Vishnu, all pervading. So the word Vishnu has come, name has come, so we say Vishnu. Why can't we say Vishnu? So Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnu, Shashivarnam, white colored. How can we say Vishnu is white colored? Generally not. Shashivarnam. Shashivarnam is Shashi, moon. So as beautiful as moon or as white as moon. Shashivarnam. Chaturbhujam. The word Chaturbhujam only denotes Vishnu. What you call connotation. But whoever has 4 hands, you can say Chaturbhujam. So we must know, I think Vishwaksena must have Chaturbhujam. Because the identity of the Supreme Soul with the Nityasuri, that is more important. So even they can have the 5 weapons, Panchayudam, yeah, Swarupyam, Sarupyam. It is not Swarupyam, it is Sarupyam, S-A-A, so Sarupyam. So Sarupyam is similar. No problem. So Sarupyam is what we call similar figure. Namely, Vishwaksena also can have 4 hands. Chaturbhujam. Prasanna Vadanam. So it applies to Vishwaksena and Lord Vishnu also. He is happy faced, pleasant faced. Prasanna Vadanam. Here only we say Tumbike Alva. Prasanna means elephant. Prasanna means elephant. Prasanna Vadanam is elephant faced. According to Advaitins, they also say the Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnu everywhere, every time, any ritual as the beginning. So Prasanna Vadanam is Gaja Vadanam, Gajananam. So Prasanna Vadanam, so happy faced, pleasant faced, so namely Vishnu and Vishwaksena. Dhyayet, one must meditate upon. Dhyayet, Sarva Vignopashantaye. The word Vigna, difficulty, is the only indication that it is Vishwaksena. Otherwise called Vigneshwara. You can call it as Pralayar. So, Sarva Vignopashantaye, Sarva all difficulty Vigna, Upashantaye in order to bring down. So in order to repeal the difficulties, all difficulties, we worship Lord Vishnu, Vishwaksena, the security staff, the Vinayaka, Lord Vinayaka. So we don't have the name Shiva Alva. So Vibhishana Alva node Tamakundana Shethi Tam Peraha Petra. So Rama felt very fortunate that he got the friendship of Vibhishana. That is why we say in Tamil Kamba Ramayanam, Vibhishana became the 7th brother of Lord Rama. Ashu means quickly, I said. So we are now seeing an elaborate meaning of the word Ashu. What is Ashu? Quickly meaning, that means we must not face difficulties while surrendering, and the protector should have a 7th brother. Yes, 7th brother. 5th brother is Guha, 6th brother is Sugriva, 7th brother is Vibhishana. வீடனனோடு எழுவரானும். வீடனனோடு எழுவரானும். That is seventh brother. So Ashu quickly meaning, what is the purpose of the word quickly? Suddenly, fast. Meaning, Lord should relieve us. We are all surrenderers. Please remember, we are all prapannas. We are all sharanagatas. So all of us must be relieved of the sins committed. What are the sins committed? 3 types of sins. Future sins, agami, sanchitam collected sins, gathered sins, prarabdham unavoidable commitment of sins. Knowingly, unknowingly, and so on. So these 3 types of sins must be removed from us. In the case of Vibhishana Advan also. So Vibhishana Advan also was a slave to Ravana, his elder brother. As a brother, he enjoyed privileges, but he took the sinful food from Ravana. Just like, in Mahabharata, Lord Krishna visits Vidura's house rather than, Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, all great warriors took food in the Duryodhana kingdom. And therefore, they also committed a lot of sins. Even what we call the food itself is, if it is a bad food, they should not take. Ahara Niyama is the name of the work of Vedanta Deshika. He says, So he says in Ahara Niyamam, from whose hand we are not to receive food. But that cannot be strictly followed now. But we must not take food from any source which is bad. So pratibandhakangalellam kalindal. That is the meaning of Ashu. How quickly, when you say Nivedayata mam chipram, he said, Vibhishana Advan said, Nivedayata mam chipram. Convey my arrival quickly. Meaning that I came late, but you inform my arrival quickly. So please pardon me for coming late. I must have come earlier, before Sita was abducted, I would say. Before Sita was abducted by my elder brother, I should have come, but I did not come. So I came late. So better late than never. And therefore, so I came. Now my sins must be removed. So what all sins I committed so far by staying in Ravana's kingdom must be removed. So pratibandhakangal ellam, all obstacles, kalindal, if they are removed, then Swarupa Praptatirku Vilambam illai. So Swarupam, the original nature of the individual soul, is all of us know repeatedly from many books that we understand that we are all slaves to Lord Almighty. Swarupam, what is the Swarupam? Swarupam is, I am helpless. I cannot perform my own action by myself. I am powerless. I have incapability. I am only a part of the whole, namely the Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul resides in me, in my heart as Antaryami. I am controlled by him. I have no freedom. I am not independent. So these are the Swarupam. So, of course, so many words in English, they are synonyms. So Swarupa Praptatirku, in order to understand our own nature, first we must understand our own nature. We must feel inadequate in helping ourselves. So, Sarupa Praptatrikku, Vilambam Illamal, page 160. Vilambam Illayire. So, now quickly means, so Vibhishana wants to understand himself quickly. That's the meaning. Ashu means quickly. So, Asu Jagame meaning, in the first case, words of Vibhishana is Chipra. So, he wants to understand his own nature. How does he want to understand his own nature? By falling at the feet of Rama. That is what he feels. Vibhishana feels that he will get the knowledge of his own form, Swarupam, by falling at the feet of Rama. Therefore, he came and he requested monkeys to convey his arrival quickly. But he came late. That's what we are also doing. After the age of 60 only, we think of Bharanyasam. Bharanyasaha is otherwise name called, Dvitiya Samashrayanam, second approach to the preceptor, second time approach to the preceptor. First time Samashrayanam, of course, Pancha Samskaras are done. So after that, we wait till our retirement and then come to Bharanyasa. That is Sharanagati. That is Prapatti. So that also we do late. And in the same way, Vibhishana also did it late. Did it delayed. But after realizing that he is delaying, he himself is delaying, so he comes. So another point here is, only when Lord Almighty wants us to surrender, we will surrender. So his will is very important. Lord's will is very important. And again, that point must be born in our mind always. We may feel helpless. We may have intention to do prapatti at the young age also. But Lord should have the will to allow us to do. So everything happens by his will. So our Sharanagati also, not only Vibhishana's. So we are reading Vibhishana Sharanagati only for us, not for Vibhishana. We are not trying to understand how many fruits that he got out, advantages that he got for his own prapatti. So we are now Sharanagati Shastram of Ramayana. Sharanagati Shastram is Ramayana. By reading Ramayana's incident, only one incident here, gives a lesson to us. So, இது பெருமாளுடைய துவராதிசயம் சொன்னபடியாகும். Now remember again, Gajendra Alvan, because Mohan Prasad Swami asked, so all Alvars are coming now. So Gajendra Alvan, we say. The elephant was called Alvan. Gajendra Alvan.
Rudra Alvan.
Only when you see a very deep devotee, you call him Alvan. And also, you see, we also can become Alvan, because when we have so much trouble suffered, then we will become Alvan. So I pray to Lord, don't give me trouble and then make me Alvan. Give me happiness in this world and then make me Alvan. That can be our prayer. Not as Kunti said, give me trouble frequently, then I will think of you. We cannot imitate Kunti. Being a lady, she was more intelligent, and of course, she did this prayer. So now, Tvaratishayam. Now, what is the Tvaratishayam? The wonder of speed. The wonder of speed. Can we say in case of Vibhishana? No, because it took 14 years for Rama in the forest. In the forest itself, 14 years. In the forest itself 14 years, only on the 14th year he is there, near Vibhishana. And he took incarnation of Rama after many incarnations. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, then Rama. So 7th incarnation was Rama. Already 6 incarnations are over. So when did Ravana come into Lanka? And then when did Vibhishana join him? We do not know the history. When the two home gods were cursed by the 4 sages to become Ravana, and so on. So here, so meaning is Gajendra Alvan was protected very fast. And how much time did Gajendra Alvan take? 1,000 years. 1,000 years Gajendra Alvan took to Sharanagati. You understand? We all understand this story. So the crocodile was catching hold of its leg for 1,000 years. All the other elephants wanted to help Gajendra Alvan. They left him off. After 1,000 years only, we understand that Gajendra Alvan was a surrenderer. Then, what we expect as surrenderers is, between our surrender and the time of protection of the Lord should be minimum. That's what we want. We want fruits immediately, but we will delay the prayer as far as we can. We will delay the prayer, but we will ask for fruits immediately. I think there is also a better example. So Tvaratishayam, what did Parashara Bhattar said was Bhagavat Tvarayi Namaha. I salute the speed of the Lord. Bhagavat Tvarayi Namaha. Many people quote this incident. Swami Vedanta Jijika said it in the first verse in Ashtabhuja. Gajendra Raksha Tvaritam Bhavantam Grahe Rivaham Vishayer Vikrishtaha Apara Vijnana Dayanubhavam Aptam Satam Ashtabhujam Prapadye. Vedanta Jijika said this in the first verse of Ashtabhuja, remembering Gajendra Alvan's Sharanagati. So you went very fast to protect the elephant. Then why should you not do it in my case? That's what he is asking, and we are also asking through Vedanta Deshika. So now, so idu Perumaluடைய Tvaratishayam sonnapadiyaகவும் ஆம். Now, so Patatri Rajena Yatha Purandaraha தன்னில் சர்வ பிரகாரத்தாலும் பெரியனான பெரிய திருவடியோட இந்திரன் உறவு பண்ணின போது இந்திரனுக்கு பேரானார் போலே. Now the question arises, who is the greater personality? Is it Garuda or Indra? Naturally Garuda, because Garuda is the Nitya Suri. Among the 3 Nityas, he is the one among the 3 Nityas. And Indra is not a Nitya Suri. Indra is not a resident of Vaikuntha. Indra is a resident of heaven only. Though he is the leader of 33 crores of gods, he has no equal status with Garuda. Garuda carries the Lord. Garuda helps Vishnu to travel. So Indra does not do it. So Sarva Prakarathalum Periyanana Periya Tiruvadi. Periya Tiruvadi is Garudan. Shiriya Tiruvadi is Hanuman, as all of us know. So Sarva Prakarathalum, in all matters, Garuda is the greater personality. Periyanana Periya Tiruvadiyodu. So if you want to have friendship with a greater personality, then what should you do? You must surrender. So Indran Oravu Pandina Bodu. So Indra surrendered, I must say. Indra wanted friendship of Garuda. So Indranukku Peranath Pole. Indra became lucky. So this is a comparison. Of course, comparison is not taken seriously also. So Perumal Sharanagata Labhattai. So Perumal, now Lord Rama thinks that the benefit of the profit of Sharanagata, the profit of Vibhishana Arvan has gone to him, has gone to Almighty. Tamakku Niryatana Siddhamana. So Rama feels, after talking to Sugriva, he felt it very easy to convince him. He felt it very easy to convince him. That's what he felt. So because he was a human being, the incarnation as a human being, therefore, as a human being, he acted as though he is helpless. I told you already that Rama doesn't need help of Sugriva in searching for Sita. But why did he approach Sugriva? As a human being, he wanted to act as though he is helpless. I won't say he has helplessness. Karpanyam, Akinchanyam, Kaimudal Illamai. These are not the words applicable to Rama. He acted as though, he feigned as though he was helpless. That we must understand. So Perumal, because he is Almighty, though he was a human being in Rama's form. So Perumal Sharanagata Labhatti Tamak Niryatana Siddham. Niryatana Siddham is effortless achievement. He felt it is an effortless achievement. He became happy because his effort was not needed to achieve this. Then Alabhya Labham. Alabhya Labham is he got what could not be got easily. It is impossible to get this fruit, namely Vibhishana Arvan's friendship. That means finally the word is he values the friendship of Vibhishana Arvan as the most valuable. So Alabhya Labhamaha. So Alabhya Labham, Labha, profit, benefit, which was impossible. Alabhyam is never can get that profit, but whereas Rama got. So Tiruvullam Pattinar, this is what Rama felt. Now, if you want to hear the words of Dasharatha to Vishwamitra, he said this. There is rain without clouds. Anabhra vrishtihi, he said. Anabhra vrishtihi. A rain without clouds. And he said, Aputrasya putra janma. A person who has no child begot a child. So these are some words. He gives many parallels to Vishwamitra's arrival. He wanted to just pull strings with Vishwamitra. And Vishwamitra was going to be the mediator for his son's marriage also. Dasharatha might have known it also. Dasharatha, as a father of, though he was in the Laukika, these worldly matters, he might have understood that Vishwamitra will be responsible for arranging the marriage between Rama and Sita, and of course his son Rama. So these are all. So Vishwamitra is highly appreciated when he arrived. Of course, initially Vishwamitra informed the gods at the entrance. They asked, "What is your name?" He said, You don't tell him I came. I have come. What do you call ahankara, we say. I came. I have come. You tell Dasharatha that I have come. So as soon as the gods said these words, somebody in the entrance says, I have come. Then they informed Dasharatha. Dasharatha went running towards Vishwamitra and he understood who will say I. So Vishwamitra's ahankara. So Vishwamitra was welcomed. He says, sorry. So normally, any royal welcome will be done only when the gods security staff bring the guest to the king, whereas king went to receive Vishwamitra. Normally, kings want to stir out of their thrones to welcome people. So this is very peculiar. Vishwamitra was welcomed at the entrance by Dasharatha. And why I say this is Alabhya Labham. Alabhya Labham. Rama feels very fortunate that he got Vibhishana Advan as surrenderer. And he got Sugriva as his mediator. And so on. These are all, of course, acting. But we must understand here that Sharanya Sharanagata Sangama Labha. What is the profit of two people, the protector and the surrenderer, get? So the association of the surrenderer and the protector should go to, should give merit to whom? Should be equal for both, or see some higher for one and lower for one. Of course, Vibhishana is to be protected. Vibhishana Advan is to be protected. Lord needs no protection. Lord Rama needs no protection whatsoever. Even in accepting Vibhishana, he said, I will throw the demons away by my fingertips. Angulyagrena tan hanishyami. I will kill them by the fingertips. A single fingertip, not even 5 fingers tip. So single fingertip. Angulyagrena tan hanishyami. Icchan Hari Ganeshwara, he said. 18th canto. Icchan Hari Ganeshwara. If I will, oh monkey, Lord of monkeys, I will wipe them out. I will exterminate them. I will eradicate them. I will eliminate them with a single fingertip. Angulyagrena. You understand what you call the broad-mindedness of the Almighty, the generosity of Rama, the concern for the creation of Rama. We understand the merciful attitude of Rama. He is an ocean of mercy. That's what we understand. So nobody will say this. If I have protected somebody, then I will say I would claim the merit. I would always claim the merit. I protected him. I protected him. Even now I say, when I helped someone, and those who have received help did not respond to me positively or any time, they don't meet me at any time, I said they are all ungrateful. I say I did it. I helped him. So this is what you call ahankara and mamakara, egoism and sense of possession, which we must not see in the Lord. Which we cannot see them in the Lord. He didn't say I did protect Vibhishana. So thank you for, of course, taking merits. The English Tamil meaning is easy. Tvaratishaya Adigamana Virevu Periya Tiruvadi endru Vahanamana Garudanuku Sampradaya பெயர். நிர்யத்தன சித்த முயற்சி இல்லாமல் கிடைத்த அலபியலாப கிடைத்தல். கிடையாதது இல்ல, கிடைக்காதது கிடைத்தல்.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராகிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத் வெங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம் கவிதார்க்கிக சிம்ஹாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமஹ. வாதித்வீப சிரோபங்க பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமः ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதாரிய சிரம் விஜயதாம்புவி. சீரொன்னு தூப்புள் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்னு சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்னு தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேற பூமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்ய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம். கவிதார்க்கிக சிம்ஹாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமஹ. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேறப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.